Well, hello everybody, good afternoon. How you all doing? You all doing good? Hope you are. Enjoying your weekend? Well, some of you on a Friday evening, aren't you? So it starts when you get home from work. So hopefully you're all home from work. Therefore it started. ATS back into it. As we went yesterday with ATS 2. And we finished off with 38,236 euros in the bank. Of course, we caught up with the having a trailer and filling up the last spot in the garage. So we're both in the same position here. We're working up to get 180,000 to get our next garage. Now, there's been a couple of changes. Last week with the Wyoming DLC, I took out the map mods. Until there's an update. There seemed to be an update. Well, there was an update for Coast to Coast. There was an update for Reformer, even though it doesn't say anything about Wyoming or needing it. But there was one a few days back, actually. I noticed. Thankfully, they actually put on their site when they last updated it, so which is handy. Nothing on the Pro Mod side. Nothing on the Canada Dream side. I did see on the forum that someone did test it with the Wyoming DLC and it seemed to work fine, so hopefully everything does work fine. Of course, we haven't been in Canada to find out if the road connection for Pro Mods will work. I actually was supposed to check if there was an update to that today and I totally forgot about it. Checked everything else. But there you go. So hopefully it works, you know, because they said they hadn't tested it for 1.41. It was working at 1.4. Now, the only difference really between the two is the convoy mode, or convoys. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go and see what the time is, and I'll tell you all about it on the way to where we need to go. So, what's going to go wrong today? Well, it's anyone's guess, isn't it? Looks like we're here at night. What gave that away, you wonder? I'm just a genius. We'll go with that, shall we? Let me change that display. Alright, let's go sleep. What is the time? It's 10:43. So let's go and have a sleep, get through the next day. Head off to Walmart's and we're up to 40,000 just like that. In one sleep, we're ahead of ATS, and I was thinking ATS was slowly crawling back up. And catching up. Mind you, we've still got a whole stream ahead, but that's not a good start. Starting off with more money, basically. Though it looks like I could probably do with a bit of a repair of some sorts. Let me just remember what button changes. There we go. 12% on the old tyres. Oh, we'll be alright as long as it doesn't rain. Speaking of rain, stop beeping now. Causey, hey mate, welcome to the stream, buddy. How are you today? As I go in and change the rain probability. Well, actually it was right up there, wasn't it? We'll go there. Yeah, pretty good, mate, pretty good. It's a lovely fine day, but it's supposed to get down to about 4 degrees this evening. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's cold, especially if you're not used to it. Alright, we'll go to world map. So, yeah, as I said, we do have everything but Canada Dream, apparently. Did I not load that in? I got the road connections there. Hang on, let's just jump out and find out why that's not there. Anyway, you're going to see some of the changes I've made here. So I've added this. I got rid of my old one, which gave me real companies like the Walmart and all that, and replace it with this one because this also does gas stations and billboards. Actually, I've got a billboard one here as well, don't I? So maybe I could take that off. Real ad. Let's just take that one out and see how we get on with that if it's got real billboards. Whether or not, I'm assuming that was the same thing. I've updated all the Jazzy Cat stuff as well. I haven't put it in. Fancy that. That was a bit silly of me, wasn't it? Right, let's get back in. Right, yeah, so hopefully we have some real advertising going on as well on the billboards and stuff. I'm assuming that's what this mod does. I definitely know it did the gas stations. I checked it in my other profile. So yeah, like I said, I've updated all the Jazzy Cat stuff for both of the trucking sim games as of today or last night, whatever it was. Updated the Reformer, updated Coast to Coast, so we've got all that back. Like I said, someone tested Canada Dream with Wyoming DLC, and apparently everything was okay from what they've seen and what they've done so far. What are the other things I did? I'm trying to remember now. Oh, I updated a couple of settings in the video control panel. I came across a video on YouTube that showed me how to change a couple of settings to make it look, your screen at least look better, and boy does it look a lot better. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. So I don't know if that transfers into the game, because even in the game, when I came in here, the graphics was amazing looking on my screen. So hopefully that does go through onto the stream, and you get to enjoy a better graphic quality as well. Hopefully this loads and doesn't crash. Now, Causey, I found the reason why we couldn't go across the ferry yesterday. Are you interested in knowing? Bet you are. I get worried when it takes too long to load. So what I did, hopefully it's accounted for my sleep. What I did was I went into my other profile, and then I realized we could have actually finished that delivery yesterday. On the top left hand of the screen was, do you want to continue on with your World of Trucks delivery? And oh, the game's crashed. That's not a good sign, is it? Not a good sign at all. Let's try that again. Oh, just like yesterday, it didn't take long for something to go wrong, did it? I'm pretty sure I've got that load order in the correct order. Actually, what I did with that one is I brought that one down there. Let me just make sure this is all good. This is package, definition package, map, models, assets. I think that's correct. I hope that's correct. Well, it must be correct because I did load before. It's just a Canada Dream one. Now I'm pretty sure that's exactly, let me just check my other setup on my other profile here. Make sure that's exactly the same. Package, models, assets, map. I've got it around the wrong map down the bottom. That's interesting. No, I'll try that as well then. Everything else looks dead on to me. Well, I'll tell you what, this makes up for the issue we had yesterday with crossing that thing, which I will continue telling what I found on that one. Let's just change this background map down to the bottom here. I had that in the same place, didn't I? Let me just double check. I wasn't taking. Well, that's my memory at work, isn't it? As usual, right. Yeah, everything's the same. I got onto this one. I even drove into this one. I drove to the nearest petrol station to make sure it worked. So everything's the same here. So let's try this again. Anyway, Causey, I went into my other account and yeah, found on the left hand side it said, do you want to continue on with your World of Trucks delivery? I went yes, and it put me right into the ferry where we left off. And I tried it with Pro Mods and the same thing happened. So I went out, I took Pro Mods off and came back in, clicked on it again, put me right on the ferry and went across and got to the other side. So it was Pro Mods. Now the interesting thing about that is I thought, oh excellent, okay, so I've got across. What I'll do is I'll save it here, go into the profile I used for my streaming yesterday, leave Pro Mods on and drive it from there and see if it will work. If it will, well, if it will be there, we'll continue on with that next time we come back in the stream. If it does, this does crash again, I will take Canada Dream off. Yeah, so I went in and I loaded it, and long story short, let's just wait. It's in the morning, everything looks good so far. Let's go fill up with fuel. Yeah, when I loaded in, my truck fell from the sky, landed on the ground, got 100% damage on the trailer, the truck and the cargo. It landed in the middle of nowhere, so that's the reason why, because Pro Mods, the ferry terminal's in a different location to the base game one. Since we know that now, I'll keep World of Trucks on, but we just won't take jobs that require a ferry crossing. I might go in and actually check on the other one, the other ferry crossings, to see if we get the same problem, or whether or not it's just that ferry crossing, which would be actually really, really good. I've got a sneaking suspicion it won't be that though. But we found out what the problem was, which is a good thing. But I had to cancel the delivery, so it was a bit of a bad thing. But we've got plenty of opportunity to go to England at some stage. We can even end up with a garage over there. Alright. So, I want to first off go to... No, I'll just go to the Walmart. The other thing I did check as well with this new mod with the real company names, that Walmarts are in the same spot, and they are. Which I assume they would be, because they just replaced the Woolworths or whatever it's called, isn't it? So, I mean, that's the easiest way to do it. Let's go here, and I think I'll do a World of Trucks one this time. For our first World of Trucks for ATS. I've never done World of Trucks on ATS.
Turn left.
Oh, I just got to remember I've got a different up range sequence to do. Lucky I don't have a trailer on me. Now, hopefully this also gives us a location we haven't been to as well as an option. Yeah, hopefully. Well, I mean, actually, it's funny enough, the money's at 39,000 now. We finished at 38,000 yesterday with ETS. I thought that, as I was saying yesterday, because it's probably the first time we were hitting money for a long time on ETS at the end of that stream. Not that it really means that much, but it was an indication that ETS was crawling back. Funny thing was, when I came in before it crashed, we were actually on 40,000. That was after a sleep. We were at 23,000, and after one sleep, we gained $17,000 from our workers. So that sort of put the little hope and joy for ETS down the toilet really quickly.
Turn left.
So let's have a look out for billboards and let's see what they've got. I don't think we had Walmart. Did we have Walmart trailers and stuff? I do not remember. Right, we're here. Oh, I know. That other account I put in, mate. I've got, especially with ETS, I've got drivers all over the place. It's just ridiculous. Now, I can't get to freight market from there, isn't it? It's external contracts we want to do. We want to have a look, see what we can do with the Walmarts. Seattle. One L. And we only got the one to Newport for 12,000. Should we do that, or should we check to see what the freight market's got? What do you think, Cozzy? Or anyone else in chat? I mean, I wouldn't mind doing my first delivery in trucks on ATS, but we've got a whole stream to do that. If we can get better options, then we get better options. Or I could refresh, actually. Check freight market. Well, there's nothing. Well, that sort of sorts that out. Wow, I can't believe there's nothing. Oh, actually, there's something we've got to do, isn't there? We've got to attach the trailer. I misspelled it? Did I really? Oh, you're absolutely right. So I go and attach the trailer. Oh, I did too. Yeah, I did too, didn't I? Shall I go and attach the trailer and see if we can get anything from Walmart? So we all sort of had the conversation last week. We wouldn't think we would. So do we want to waste a bit of time on the options, the chance? Or should we wait until we get a new garage, a new company, and then chuck it on? I'll try if I want. It's more what you guys want. You're watching. I mean, my personal opinion is I think I'll wait until we get another contract, because after the conversation last week. Just wait? Yep, okay. Alright, so we've got 3 here. We've got to Wyoming. We've got to Utah, and we've got to Twin Falls. Okay, as usual, number 1, number 2, number 3, put the number of the delivery you want me to deliver. 1, 2, or 3. I'll give you 30 seconds from 1 all day. Okay, I'll give other people 30 seconds if there's anyone else watching. I wouldn't have a clue because the viewer thing never updates instantly. It takes a little while. I mean, I don't mind going to Wyoming. That's for sure. Let me just get out of that. Oh, you can do external contracts from here. Okay, interesting. Hang on, why we... Wait a moment. Is there 2 Walmarts? No, but there's a lot more. There's a heck of a lot more. That was it, wasn't it? It's just the only difference is this is used packaging instead of pallets, but still the same price and everything, so we'll go with that. Wow, there's a lot more. Me likey. The options. Alright, let's begin delivery then. I don't think I was an external because I only had the 3 options. There must be another Walmart in Seattle. But we'll go with this. I mean, it's pretty much the same.
Time to hit the road.
I need my lights on. Alright, let's go. Let's get going. We're starting bumper view. Oh, actually, no, we won't because the mirrors would have been up, wouldn't they? That's because I've done a reset. It's a nice small trailer.
Ready to roll.
Right. I'm just looking at the stream. I can't tell if the things I did in the video control panel. I used to have the Montana mod. I've sort of gone the same way as I've done in ETS on that on all the map mods. Now with ETS, I had a ton. I had Southern Regions, RoX, and Road to Aerial, Sweetest Islands. I had a whole pile of them. And here I had the same thing. I had Montana. I had Grand Canyon reworked and Sierra Nevada and all sorts of stuff, but with both of them, what I got sick of is having to update them every time there was when there was a major update in this game. So it's
Turn left.
and then sometimes you get different load orders. Now with ETS it was a lot harder because I had a lot more map mods than I did here, but I just got sick of doing that, so I was sticking with the main ones on both of them at the moment. With the main ones for me is Canada Dream, Coast to Coast and Reformer. They're nice and easy to get to and do and sort out. Of course in ETS I'm just with the Pro mods, the standard one and Middle East one now, because I mean I could look for Rush map, but it's going to be a long time before we would have got to Russia anyway, and because they're coming out with the Russian DLC, so I didn't see the point, to be honest. But it is compatible, Montana. And there was also, isn't there something like US expansion or something like that? Expanded, or was that the Montana, God, come on, you know how to say it. Montana one. It's a Montana expansion or something. Oh, I tell you what, my screen graphics look amazing. With the two options that I changed in the video control panel. I'm so glad I came across that. That video, that's for sure. Absolutely stoked about that. The difference is incredible compared to what it looked like on my screen until now. Okay. Yeah, and I'll just get through this and I'll read your comment there, Causey. You know what I'm like, I struggle on a straight road, let alone corners. Oh, this is just absolutely incredible. And the thing was, the graphics are amazing as they were in the old setting. The graphics are unreal in this setting. Right, so... yeah, I don't know, actually, that's a good point. I assume they would add it in, because they wouldn't want to... But there'll be, I mean, obviously there'll be mod maps that will come up with something, I'm sure. I don't know what Rush Map's going to do, incorporate it all or not. Maybe I'll go back to Rush Map, I'll have to investigate that. See exactly what's going to happen. I haven't really looked. I should do. I should have a look up and have a see what they're planning to bring out. I've seen screenshots of it. That's about it. Oh, that's just, oh, it's gorgeous. Beautiful. I've got the late fall mod on as well. Mild winter, late fall, whatever it is, but I mean, look at the, oh, well, I can't say look at this if, to be honest, it doesn't look like in the stream that the changes I did have actually come through, but for me this is like driving here for the first time. It's absolutely gorgeous. The colours and everything, just, oh. Oh, I just saw that weight thing and I thought, oh great, I'm going to need to get into the other one, aren't I? Into the other lane and pop in, but we get to bypass it now. Oh, they've clearly changed it. They've definitely changed the ratio of how many times you get in. Have to pull in to be weighed. Oh, this is amazing. Hey, Mike. Hey, mate. No, I've already done it, mate. No need to go back and look at the VOD. Trust me, I've already done. I've already hit 2 or 3 cars. You really like Rush Map and RoX, especially because I have a character with a pretending it's the Cold War area. I like that. Yeah, RoX, and there was the other one as well. You get 2 of them from, I can't remember the other one, but yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much, with all of them, I had everything covered, you know, all of Russia. There was another Russian map I had as well. Oh, I never lie about hitting cats. Mike. Good old autocorrect, eh? Yeah, and it was just all covered all the way up. Yeah, it was really good to see. The other thing too is I got the load order and stuff because I'm lazy and don't want to do too much research off a YouTuber who was really good for that. In fact, he was the guy did the Swedish Island thing map. It's only a small one, but
Stay left.
he was really good for doing load order videos for all that and showing you which order goes where and then giving you links to the proper locations for the maps. Yeah, I know you mean, cars. And he hasn't done one for a couple of months now, or three months or something like that. So I don't know what's happened to the poor lad. He was really, really good. If he kept going, I'll definitely really consider it because he did ATS and ETS. He was really good. So I hope he comes back. Oh, you are making me hungry. I'm having chicken tonight myself, and not the sauce. I don't know if you guys have it in America, but we got a sauce here called chicken tonight. You can get honey mustard and buttered chicken and all sorts just in a... It's not a can, it's a jar. Oh no, I'm not gonna make that, am I? No, you're going too quick as well. Actually, this is probably a bad idea. I'm coming up to a hill now, aren't I? And I've slowed right down, so maybe that was a bad idea. Let me get back into this lane. Find another gear. Yeah, no, my chicken tonight is homemade egg fried rice. Actually, it reminded me I forgot to pull the rice out. Dagnabbit. I suppose I'll try and remember it, the intermission. I mean, I pulled it out of the freezer. I've got a rice cooker and I do about 5 cups of rice at once and then freeze them. Obviously the 5 cups gives me about 10 cups in total, or thereabouts. And I put 2 cups into a container and stick it in the freezer, and the 2 cups do me for 2 dinners basically. I'm cooking my egg fried rice tonight, and that'll be enough for tonight and tomorrow night. So, and yeah, I forgot to pull the egg fried rice. I pulled it out of the freezer. It's in the fridge, but I need it to still be a bit moist from the condensation. I need it to dry out a bit because you've got to have nice dry rice. But obviously already been cooked. If you want decent egg fried rice, Uncle Roger told me. If you know who I'm talking about, awesome. If you don't, look him up on YouTube. That was a loan installment, wasn't it? Had to have been. Yeah, you don't use fresh rice, freshly cooked rice. It needs to be at least chilled. Or leftover rice or something like that. I can't believe how I mean, like I said, the graphics in this game looked amazing in the old settings, but the new settings I've got, oh, unreal. I just can't believe, even the cabin, I mean, it was hard for me to see everything, but even the black on the cabin is brighter, if that makes any sense. It just seems more, it's easier to see it, and the white is on the dashboard there. Everything's just a lot easier to see, a lot crisper, a lot cleaner, a lot clearer. And yeah, so I mean, I would tell you what I did, but I sort of can't remember totally off the top of my head. It was just